Hello, and welcome to KSS Program's Robotics Online Lessons. Today, we'll discuss how to control a robot and sensors. Our lesson is divided in 6 different sections. Let's begin with number 1, controlling your robot. Let's talk about software. Now, how do you control your robot? Software is the best way to control your robot and its many sensors. Sending commands are made simple by computer programs. Software also allows the user to easily manipulate tasks. It could be as powerful and as creative as the programmer itself. You can design simple tasks like moving your robot forward or more complex ones like escaping a maze or avoiding a collar. Now let's go over our example program on how to command a straight move. As you can see on the graphic, we will be using the steering block and the weight block. The steering block controls movement. Various movements can be fine-tuned with the different selectable features above. Example movements include forward, backward, stopping, and turns. Now the weight block controls time and or sensor inputs. You can manipulate this block to have your robot wait for a specific amount of time or a specific input from a sensor like temperature, light intensity, color, and others. As you can see, we're going to have 6 different steps. Let's take a second to read through all of them. Now let's move to section number 2, programming sensors. Loops. Include a loop in your program to repeat the program of blocks you place inside. We can repeat a program from a single time to forever. The infrared sensor block is helpful in sensing how close your robot is to an object. Using this, we can sense reflected IR signal intensity of less than 50%. The color sensor block allows you to detect specific colors, blue is selected in this case, or detect light intensity of a reflected light signal. The temperature sensor block measures the temperature of your robot's environment. This block looks to determine if the temperature is below 77 degrees Fahrenheit. The touch block sensor allows you to detect whether your touch sensor is in a normal operating condition, which is represented by a 0, a pressed condition, which is represented by a 1, or a pressed and released condition, which is represented by a 2. The ultrasonic sensor block, it's a sound-based block that detects ultrasonic frequency signals in order to see how far you are from an object. Use this particular block to determine when the robot is less than 50 centimeters away. Now let's move on into section number 3, the Avoid Blue project. So we are presented with the following problem. Our robot Andy hasn't turned its motors in a long time and has to recharge the solar-powered batteries. Let's send Andy into the sunshine. The one problem is that Andy doesn't like the color blue. Let's write a program to make Andy move towards the sunlight. If Andy senses the color blue, it will move away from the color and continue to move towards the sunshine. Andy will continue to repeat this until it finally gets there. We want Andy to turn right or turn left to move around the blue patches on its way to the sunshine. Let's consider these blocks. The color sensor, which allows Andy to sense the color blue and to react to it. The move steering block allows Andy to move forward, backwards, and to turn. And the loop allows Andy to continue to move towards the sunlight and avoid the color blue. The following graphic illustrates the 7 different steps we put together to resolve the problem. The following video demonstration shows you how Andy moves forward until it senses blue paper, and how he also continues to move forward and avoid the blue. Moving into our fourth section, we're going to work on our second project, Find a Way Out. The problem is that Andy is stuck in a maze and needs help finding a way out. Andy can't see very well, so he has infrared sensor that lets it detect a distance to an object. Can we help? Sure we can. Let's write a program to make Andy move forward. If Andy senses an object, it will move away from the object and then continue moving forward. Andy will repeat this until it escapes the maze. Now for this, let's consider the infrared sensor block, which allows Andy to detect how close it is from the object, and the move steering block that allows Andy to move forward or backwards and turn, and the loop that allows Andy to continue to move forward and avoid objects until Andy finally escapes the maze. Please take a look at our graphic that shows the 7 steps we put together to complete this task. The following video demonstration shows you how Andy moves forward until it senses an object. Notice how Andy continues to move forward after turning away from an object. Great job today! Let's wrap it up with fun facts of the day. Let us know if any questions. See you next time.